It's spooky season, spooky season, spooky season, spooky season, it's spooky season, spooky season, spooky season, it's spooky season.
Is this thing on? Is this thing on? Yeah, so what's up, everybody? It's your girl Thickness with the Quickness, and you are watching me on my YouTube channel. But before we get started, I would like for you to like me, share me, like and share me with anybody you like and you love. Okay? Anybody you like and you love. And don't forget to hit that notification bell, because every time your girl Thickness with the Quickness upload any kind of video, you will get first to get notified. Okay? And don't forget to subscribe, you guys. Subscribe to this channel, baby. Okay? And always thumbs up the video, y'all. Thumbs the video, like these videos. Thumbs them up, and let them thumbs get stuck. Okay? Just leave it there. I'ma leave it right here. Okay. Like it. Okay, you guys, today, you guys, I have another story time, okay? And this story time is about my Halloween, okay? My first time going to a real Halloween party, okay? So y'all go on and get your juju beans and your wham-whams, because this one to me is a good one. It's dear to me. It's got somebody that I really love a lot in it, and that's my favorite uncle. So I want to just say that, and it's just what it is. Okay, you guys? So yeah, let me go on, and y'all go on, and I'll be right back, okay? And then we're going to jump on into this story time. All right, y'all, I'll be back. All right, so if you guys already watched my other story time, you can see where I'm coming from. You'll know where I'm coming from, okay? But if you have not watched my other story time, go back and watch my other story time and all the other videos too, and thumbs them all up, okay? So y'all, this story time is about Halloween, okay? Okay. So y'all, I'm about 12 years old at this time. So, like I told you in the other story, my mom did not celebrate Halloween. That being said, so I had a friend that lived next door in the next building from me, and she would come to school and say, "Hey, we having a Halloween party. You coming?" Like that. And I'm like, "A Halloween party? For real?" She was like, "Yeah, we having a Halloween party on Halloween." And I'm like, "Wow, for real?" She was like, "Yeah." So every day she come to school telling me about the Halloween party and what they're going to be having and what they're going to be doing. And y'all, I was getting geeked up because I really wanted to go. But in my mind, I knew that I could not go because my mom did not allow that. So every day, she just telling me something different, and I'm just getting so excited. I'm like, man, I want to ask my mama so bad, but I know she gonna tell me no. So my friend come to school the next day. She was like, did you ask your mama? Did you ask your mama? I said, no. She said, you want me to come ask her for you? I said, no. Anybody know my mama? If you want to ask my mama something, you better not have your friend come ask her. You better ask her. You better not have no friend knock on the door and ask, can I go to a Halloween party? If it's something that I wanted to do, that was between me and my mama. I had to ask my mama myself. Can't have nobody asking my mama nothing for me. Not my friends anyway. But my family members, they can do it. But my friends, my mama didn't play that. So she was like, her name was Tone. She said, you need to ask your mama, because if you don't ask her, I'll come over there and ask her. I'm like, girl, no. So every day she talking about the Halloween party, what she was going to do, how it was going to be done and everything. And I'm just getting so excited, because now I'm geeking myself up like, I need to ask my mama, and I need to figure out how to ask her. I want to ask my mama, and I need to figure out how I'm going to ask my mom, can I go to this party? Because I really wanted to go, So the day of the Halloween party come up, and I see my friend at school. She said, well, I'm getting ready to go home so I can get ready and put my costume on and this, that, and other. I was like, for real? She was like, yeah. She said, we're going to have some fun tonight. You better come over there like that. And I'm like, yeah, I know. So I take off. She go her way. I go my way. I'm walking. So I'm saying to myself, trying to figure out how can I ask my mama. So I'm practicing. Like, Mom, can I go to the Halloween party? like that. Then I was like, no, that ain't gonna work. And I was like, Mom, can I please go to the Halloween party? I was like, no, that ain't gonna work. So I'm just keep practicing all while I'm walking home. So I get to the building, ring the doorbell. My mama opened the door and let me in. So one thing about my mama, if my mama on the phone talking, you could ask her anything. You could ask her, can you go outside? You could ask her to do anything. So when I came in, my mama on the phone, cock-a-doodle-doing, hee-hee and ha-ha, and I'm like, ooh, that's a good sign. I say, yeah. I said, I'ma ask her why she on the phone. That's what I'ma do. So I go in my room, take off my book bag, and I'm just standing there geeking myself up because I'm trying to figure out how to ask her. So I headed down the hallway. I'm going down the hallway and I peep in there and I see what she was doing. She on the phone. She just laughing and kiki ha ha and having a good time. Y'all can see her right now. I really can. I can see her right now sitting on the couch and she just kiki and ha ha on the phone. So I was like, okay. So I walked back to my room and I was like, okay, now you got to figure out what you're going to say. You got to get ready and say it. So now I done geek myself up and pump my chest out. And I'm like, I'm finna go exit. So I walk down the hallway real fast. So I go to the dining room and I looked in there and I put my hand on my ear. I say, Mom, can I go to a tornado Halloween party? And then I ran down the hallway, went in my room and shut the door. Then I listened. I didn't hear her say anything. So as I came out my room again, she's still kiki and ha ha. So I go down the hallway again because I can hear her still laughing and talking on the phone. So I run down there again and I go to the door to the dining room again and I put my hand on my ear. I say, Mom, can I go to Tony and them Halloween party? And I ran back down the room. I got my hand on my ear because I didn't want to hear her screaming. So I was like, I'm going to go one more time and go ask her. So I'm coming down the hallway, y'all. My mama come out the dining room. When she come out the dining room, she said, did you hear what I said? I said, no, what did you say? She said, I said you can go. I said, Mom, you said I can go to the party? She was like, yeah, you can go to the Halloween party. It's just right next door. Yeah, you can go over there. And I was like, what, for real? Mind you, my mama never let me go outside on Halloween. She's like, yeah, you can go over there. You can go to the Halloween party. And I was like, for real? She was like, yeah. So I'm like, I ain't got no costume. She said, well, you better go in that room and find something to put on. I said, Mom, you can't go get me a costume. She said, I'm not going outside to get no damn costume. She said, you better wear what you got in that room and then find some clothes and stuff to put on and go to that party like that. So I start walking down the hallway. I'm crying. So I hear my uncle come in. So my uncle come in and he was like, what's wrong with Luke? Why she crying? She was like, she crying because she want to go to a Halloween party and she think I'm finna go get her a costume. I'm not finna go buy her no costume. He was like, child, please, she don't need to go buy no costume. He said, who Halloween party she going to? She said she going to the little girl party next door, the Halloween party next door to us. Like that. So I hear my uncle, he coming down the hallway. I can hear him come in the room. He like, Luke, where you at? So I'm sitting on the bed and I'm crying. He said, what you crying for? I said, because I ain't got nothing to wear to the Halloween party and she won't go get me no costume. He said, your mama ain't finna go out here and get no costume and I'm sure the hell ain't going to get one either. He said, you better go find some shit in this house to put on. He said, you could find some stuff in this house to put on and make you a costume. I was like, no, everybody gonna be having no good costume and Cinderella. I want to be Cinderella. He was like, you ain't got to be no Cinderella. He said, no, you ain't going to do that because ain't nobody finna go get no costume. He said, you can make one. I was like, what? He said, yeah, you can make one. I said, I don't want to make no costume. I want my own Halloween costume. I want a Cinderella. He said, you better stop crying before your mama tell you can't go. So then I stopped crying and stuff. He said, now, this what you do. He said, get one of your mama old t-shirts, get one of your mama old pants, and bring me a belt and 2 pillows, and find one of your mama wigs. You get the stuff and come on in here and bring the stuff here. So I go in the drawer. I go get one of my mama old shirt, her pants, and I get 2 pillows and I get a belt, and I go down there to him and I brought the stuff to him. He said, okay. He said, now you need one of your mama old wigs. He said, go get one of your mama wigs. Then she said, my mom was like, don't go get one of my good wigs. He said, get one of them wigs off the drawer like that. So I go down there and get one of my mama wigs off the drawer. I come back down with the wig in my hand. My mama like, that look like one of my good wigs. He's like, let me see that wig. So she get the wig. She said, this wig was in the drawer. I said, yeah, this wig was in the drawer. She said, well, I keep all my old wigs in the drawer. She said, but this wig look too good to be in the drawer. Let me see that wig again. So she turned it around. This is a good wig. And then she looked at it. She said, oh, I see why I put it in the drawer. She said, okay, here, you can have that one. So my uncle, he began to work on me. He's like, come on, stand up. So he put the pants on me and stuff. He put a pillow across my chest about up here. He put the big pillow on my chest, and then he put a pillow in the back, and he pulled the pants up, and then he put the shirt on my head, and he put the shirt on me, and he tied everything together with the belt. Okay? So all that tied with a belt. You can't see the belt because it's up under the pillows and stuff. So I'm puffed all out like this. Everything just puffed out. So he said, now wait a minute, we missing something. He said, go get your mama makeup. I'm like, my mama like, you could get that makeup from under that bathroom, in the bathroom under the sink. Don't you go get my new makeup. So I go in the bathroom under the sink. So I bring back this big old makeup bag. So I set it down. So he going through the makeup bag. He's like, we can use this, we can use that. So he gets some makeup, y'all. He start putting a bunch of dark black ass makeup on my face. It's just dark. He got it all over my face, right? Made me some dark ass eyebrows. So all this is just black up here. And then he put the wig on my head. So when he put the wig on my head, he said, I need some luminol foil. Find me some luminol foil. So my mom like, he got the luminol foil over there in the drawer. So he get the luminol foil. So he rip up a big piece of luminol foil. He said, now what I want you to do is start tearing the luminol foil off and hand it to me, okay? So I was like, okay. So I'm sitting there like, look ugly. I'ma look ugly. It's all I'm doing, like, oh, I'ma look ugly. It ain't gonna be no good costume. I'ma look ugly. So my uncle, he take the hair, he take my hair and shit, and he took a piece by piece and he wrapped luminol foil around all this. You know, that made the hair stick out like this. So y'all, I got luminol foil stick all around my head with pieces of hair hanging out, sticking out the luminol foil. So it's just a bunch of hair, a bunch of luminol foil with a bunch of hair. So the wig is about this big, y'all. Bigger than the wig I got on my head, okay? Don't talk about my hair. I mean, it's what it is, baby. It's what it is. Ain't no joke. But it's this big, right? On my head. So I'm sitting there. So he get done. He all done. He was like, ooh. He said they don't have a costume prize for best costume. I was like, yeah. He said, you gonna win that. He said, you gonna win that best costume prize. Watch what I tell you. My mom was like, ooh, you did a good job. And he said, and my mom said, see, this is what Halloween's about. When you come up with your own creation, you can create your own character and things like this. This is what Halloween's about. So all them kids don't do nothing but spend their mama money buying those costumes like that. And he was like, yeah. He said, I bet you. He said, I bet you win. And my mom like, you still crying? I'm like, no, I ain't crying. I'm good. I'm not crying like that. So he said, I bet you any kind of money you win the best costume. I was like, no, I'm not. I know I'm not. He said, I'll make a deal with you. He said, I'm going to make a bet with you. He said, if you win, he said, I get half of whatever you win. He said, if you lose, I'm going to pay you $5. Bet? I say bet. He said, let's make a bet. So we did this. He said, bet. So y'all, I head on out the door. As I'm going out the door, everybody like, what you is? What you is, buckwheat? You buckwheat? Ooh, look at her. She look like buckwheat. So all the kids laughing at me. Look at her costume. Look at her costume. So you got everybody walking down the street going to the party. And they just left. So I'm like big, walking and stuff like this. And then everybody looking. Who you supposed to be? Who you supposed to be? Everybody picking, pointing their finger, laughing at me. So I get up to the door. The lady come to the door. She was like, ooh, I like your costume. She said, you did a good job. You are very creative. I really like your costume. She said, I need to take a picture of you. I like your costume. She said, I just love it. You did a great job. You did a great job with that. So she took a picture and everything. So I went on and all the kids just laughing at me. So all the grown-ups was like, ooh, that is cool. I like your costume. Who you is, buckwheat? So everybody kept calling me Buckwheat. So I said, yeah, I'm Buckwheat. Okay, and if anybody don't know Buckwheat is one of the characters on The Little Rascal. Okay, and The Little Rascal was my favorite show. Okay, so everybody just calling me Buckwheat. So they asked me. So then what I started doing, everybody asked me who I was. I just said Buckwheat. So anyway, y'all, we down there having a good old time at the party. Baby, I got all my candy. They gave out Cracker Jacks. They gave out jacks. They gave out betting balls. They gave out footballs and all type of stuff at the Halloween party. A bunch of little men's cars, toys, everything. They had all type of stuff at this Halloween party, y'all. They had so much candies and cupcake and food. Man, that was one of the best Halloween party I've never been to one, but that was my first best Halloween party in the world to me. So I'm having a good time. We having a good time, but you still got all the kids teasing me and laughing at me, okay? So it came up to let's pick out the best dress, the best costume. So I was like, okay. So I'm just standing there. I didn't go up into the line with the best costume. I just stayed in the back. So the lady was like, hey, come on, come up here, get in line so you could be in the best costume, for the best costume prize. And I'm like, no. She said, yeah, come on. So y'all, I get up there. You got Wonder Woman, you got Scooby-Doo, you got Buzz Bunny, you got Woody Woodpecker, you got Casper the Friendly Ghost, you got Wonder Woman, you got Cinderella, you got Snow White. You got all their asses up there. Everybody looking like everybody. But then you got me. I'm looking like something that somebody just made up. Okay? So I'm standing up there with everybody and I'm like saying to myself, man, I know I'm not going to win. You know what I'm saying? So they get ready. So the judges, they're watching everybody. They see everybody. So they say, okay, you guys, we got a winner. So I'm just standing there waiting, and we said, we got a winner. It's only going to be one winner. Whatever we give you guys, your prize is you're going to keep everything. Like that. And I was like, okay. So I'm standing there. So they was like, the winner is her. They pointed to me. I'm like, me? I'm the winner. She was like, yeah, what are you? I'm like, I'm Buckwheat. They was like, yeah, you won the prize. You won the prize. You got a big prize. And here it comes, y'all. When they came out there to bring me the Halloween prize for the best Halloween costume, baby, they gave me a bag of candy stand about this tall. Y'all can't really see me, but it stood about this tall. It was full of candy to the brim. I had sunflower seeds. I had big old Snicker bars. I had Mr. Good bars. I had Baby Ruth. Y'all, I had so much candy in that bag, y'all. I couldn't believe my eyes that I had won that much candy. I was so happy. I didn't know what to do. I was so happy. So I'm just standing there like cheesing. And the lady like, take a picture. So I got my big old back here and I'm just smiling. So y'all, after I got to taking that picture, baby, I got to getting it. I got all my little shit. And I start heading to the door to get to the crib. Okay? I hurry up and went to the crib with that big ass bag of candy. The candy was so big, it was hard for me to carry it. I'm carrying it, struggling, trying to get out the door with it. So I end up going to the crib. I get to the crib, go in the house and stuff. And I showed my mama, like, look. She said, what's that? I said, I won the best costume. She said, for real? I said, mama, I won the best costume. She's like, you won all that? I was like, yeah. She said, damn, that's a lot of candy. That's a lot of candy. I said, yeah, I won it. I beat everybody. I won, Mom, I won. Like that. And she said, oh, honey, you was doing all that damn crying. And you went over there and took the grand prize. And I was like, yeah, I did. I was like, where my uncle at? She was like, he not here, but he'll be back. So the next day, my uncle came back. He came back and he was like, Miss Lucas, I heard you won grand prize. And I was like, I did. He said, show it to me. What you got? And I showed him the bag of candy. He said, you won all that? I said, yeah, I won all this. He was like, honey, you said that you wasn't going to win. You was crying and acting a fool about that little costume. Baby, I told you was going to win. He said, now give me my half. He said, because I'm getting ready to catch this train back home, and I'm going to need me some snacks to get on the train while I'm riding my train back home. Like that. He said, now give me my half. So my uncle, we pulled the candy out, and he got what he wanted. He didn't take half. He just took him enough. He said, He said, now share some of that with your sister, your brother, and them. I said, no, I won't. I ain't sharing nothing with nobody but my mama. Like that. But y'all, yeah, I had won that prize. I was doing all that hooping and hollering and crying, y'all, and I won the first place from that Halloween, contest. Y'all, back then, that's what you usually do is make up costumes. You know what I'm saying? That's how they used to do all the time. But then we got into buying costumes and stuff like that. To me, y'all, making your own costumes is the best costume in the world to me. Okay? But y'all, that's the end of this little story about this little Halloween thing, you guys. And I ain't gonna hold y'all too long, okay? But yeah, that was just a good little Halloween story. I always think about that Halloween story. Even being a grown woman, I still think about it, because that was one of the funnest time of my life, But yeah. But y'all, I ain't gonna hold y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you, make it sound fly to you. I'ma go. In the meantime, between time, y'all all stay safe and y'all stay blessed and never let anybody sit on y'all happiness. And thank you guys for watching. All right. Bye-bye.
Get money, get money, yeah. Get money, get money, introducing Brazil 0